Hi guys, Paulie from the Complete Personal Trainer podcast and Meldrum Performance Coaching. Today I'm going to be talking about managing your education. So I work with a bunch of PTs, as you know, and I am an educator. That's my main role. I teach, I help coaches, and I help clients through a teaching process rather than just kicking their ass in the gym. And what I've noticed is a lot of people struggle with their education, managing the demands and getting the stuff that they need to do done, and actually continually getting better. There's a real, good rule axiom that I can't remember 100% right now. But if you're not getting ahead, if you're not learning, you're falling behind immediately from your peers, and that's something that I've always taken to heart and something I've always looked at. And I always tend to look at people who are much more educated and better than me at this for inspiration and for motivation for something to catch up towards. And there's a few problems I've noticed with trainers in terms of how they go about their continuing education. Now, the first thing is just simply showing up isn't enough. Like basically paying the money is not enough. You need to engage in the process. It needs to be active and you need to take some initiative for yourself. Education now, when you're an adult and when you're working in the fitness industry, needs to be something that you take control of. It's not something that people are going to provide for you. Yes, you can go to a course, you can pay for a mentor, you can buy a book, but unless you listen to the mentor and implement what they say, unless you actually attend the course, take notes and implement what you say with your next client, and you actually read the book, take notes and implement with your clients, you're not going to get anywhere in terms of continuing education. You might still get somewhere, get me wrong, you can be very successful, but you won't get better in your skill set as a trainer. The only thing you might get better with is, queuing your clients in the gym and setting up your workouts. So what do we do about this? A really good approach is to take it exactly how you would treat your clients. With your clients, we know that doing massive overhauls don't work. This is what a lot of trainers try and do with education. They say, I'm going to read for an hour a day or 2 hours a day. If you're reading the wrong stuff, it doesn't really matter. That's another side segue there. But anyway, it's huge jumps and huge leaps of faith that they're going to be able to maintain that level of intensity in their education. And in most cases, they're not. They don't have the passion for it, which is okay, because passion is something that's developed over time. It's not something you're born with. No one's really born with the passion to basically, pick up a book and pick up a textbook and read it. No one's that excited about it. It takes time to develop that. So what we need to do is put education into a habit-based model. We need to look at 5-10 minutes a day tops, start with there, build it up. These are the things that you need to consider. With your education, the next thing that you need to do is you need to commit to a time with a mentor, a colleague, a peer, whoever it is, another individual, and actually get together and either on virtually or in person and discuss the material. And this appointment needs to be as important to you as your own training sessions, as your client training sessions. I still make time every Sunday to talk to my mentor, my coach. First thing I do in the morning is I get up, I do my check-in, and then I write a ton of questions, a ton of feedback for him. Of course, I'm working with that. Now, my experience as well is I've been doing this for a long time, so I've developed that passion for education. So like even on Sunday night, I was doing uni stuff because you know what? It needed to be done. It's something that I don't struggle with to make time for throughout the day. It's something that I make time for and develop. And a lot of people look at that with admiration, but they don't realize it didn't start that way. What happens after doing it more and more is you start to see more and more threads, and the better you start to see how things connect together. And when you start connecting those boxes, you want to learn the thing about the next box. You want your box to expand, and you want to have multiple boxes that you can learn from. And that's how passion develops. And all the best coaches I know work in that exact manner. They don't just decide they're incredibly passionate about one thing. They start investigating everything and learning how it all fits together. And then they may find something that they're super passionate about. If not, they can be passionate about multiple things in the fitness industry. I don't really mind. It's whatever works for you and your clients and your own individual business. So guys, there are a few thoughts on education. So if you're struggling to make time for it, first of all, get a mentor, pay them. I don't care if it's me, it'd be great. Little pitch, but you need to commit to someone else besides yourself to actually make it happen and be held accountable. Don't feel bad if someone calls you out on not doing your stuff as well, because they're just giving you exactly what you need. The next thing is to take it as a habit-based approach, exactly how we deal with our clients. And from there, you're going to be able to find that you build upon your successes over time. And from that, you'll see yourself becoming a much more successful personal trainer.